Welcome back to Let's Play Rune Oceans. Down to 44 gigabyte hard drive space for now because of this record session. It was 60 something at the start of the record session. It's now down to 44. And you wanna know something? It's like external hard drive that I've got this Let's Play, Digimon World Next Order, Resident Evil 0 and Silent Hill 4, and I don't think there's anything else on it. It was like one of those 1 terabyte hard drives, but it's actually 900 odds, you know, because it's not really a terabyte, because whatever. But the point is, that's down to like 300 gigabytes now. It's freaking just these 2 LPs. Just so bloody space consuming, it's insane. Anyways, let's resume. Like, you know, doing 3 parts in a row here, and I just know while I'm editing and be like, oh yeah, it was something I was gonna say in one of these videos and I completely forgot. Maybe got turnips. Don't have many. They're very common in room export. I mean, sometimes you just be harvesting them and you'll get more seeds, so you can plant even more turnips. I don't know how in this game monsters, you know, are the ones that plant this stuff. I mean, they can do it in Room Factory 4 as well. You gotta have a high infection to do that. And so far, the only times I've actually had them plant anything, one of them was a fairy and the other one was a blue. And they both planted, for whatever reason, the common turnips. I was expecting it to be, you know, more variety, like each monster gives different crops, but I don't seem to think that's the case. Maybe it is, and maybe I just somehow got 2 completely different monsters that just so happen to have the same crops that we grow. I don't know. Maybe the high the affection altered it. I don't know. Guys, you grow these cucumbers so damn quick. And you know what? I still haven't come across any cucumbers. It's insane. I've got all these cucumbers in this game. Room Factory 4, not seen a single one. I've beaten the game. Got for Act 1, got for Act 2. Still no freaking cucumbers. I've got a recipe for them, but that's it. I haven't found a single cucumber.
3 o'clock.
I've found freaking pineapples now as well. Still no cucumbers. I don't know where the hell you get the seeds. You can probably get it from the shop, but I haven't unlocked it. So, there's that. Now there's one request in the game that threw me off for a long time. Where it's like, okay, you know, can you test this theory out? Because my mother, you know, accidentally threw this thing and it's knocked out a monster the other day, and it's like, can you test this theory out for me? I, for whatever reason, thought she meant it's a weapon, but no, it's a freaking flower that you grow, and then you throw it at an enemy and it will do damage. Took me a long ass time to realize she was talking about a flower that's dangerous when thrown, because I thought it was a weapon you have to make from the flower, not use the flower as a weapon itself. Yeah. Because these kind of quests that kind of confusing at first tend to be the ones that unlock different seeds and stuff that will be sold at the stores. Because the shops are, well, aside from a blacksmith, I feel like the blacksmith's kind of useless. Maybe because I don't know, maybe he sells more useful stuff, but I remember unlocking like bargains or something, and it's like, those are bargains? This is going to cost outrageous money for stuff that I could easily make. It's like, what the hell, man? I get that your whole shtick is, you know, a love of making money, or rather coming up with ideas to make money easy, but bloody hell. So I don't really use the blacksmith for money, I just make stuff myself. But when it comes to seeds and all that, you're gonna, you know, actually buy them or find them. Because you can find them in treasure chests and other places. And then they'll occasionally pop up randomly when you just pick something up. It's like, hey, you found this. It's like neat. And the seasons are actually affect the way crops will grow as well. Some stuff grows better in certain seasons. Seems most everything that I can currently grow is just not compatible with winter, which is unfortunate because it's now winter. So it's like, what can I even grow, man? I just have to go with something that's at least neutral to winter. So I can't really grow much flowers, so there's one request I'm doing where it's, you know, grow giant flowers. I, you know, can't quite do that so easily because, you know, flower-wise, not compatible with, probably are flowers that are, but the only one that I have access to that might, hopefully, I hope it's what it counts in the flower, I'll be annoyed otherwise, is the holy clover. Everything else is listed as bad. So. I know I'm growing toy herbs regardless of being out of season, but I didn't apply the giant formula thing to it to make them giants. But I imagine they'll probably grow, just going to keep an eye on them so that they don't wither away and die. Oh yeah, I just realized, it's like yeah, I'd moved one monster from one island to the other. He's like, you know what, I like to keep a little bit of a distance from those guys. A bit shy, he's getting used to being on a new island. He doesn't know these monsters yet. You know, another thing is, in Rune Factory 4 is the affection levels go beyond 10, which is weird. I don't know how high it goes, maybe it goes up to 100 or maybe not that. It's definitely different. Like levels, I'm like over level 100. It's like, how is that even possible? I haven't really encountered many games where you go over level 100. Only other game I played that has that is Trinity Universe. I don't think, you know, the skills probably don't count that way though. If they do, then that's gonna be a pain in the ass. You know, you don't get friendship events, it doesn't seem. You'll occasionally, like, get some scene where, like, happens to be interacting. But, you know, leveling up the friendship doesn't really lead to, like, a friendship event each level of the games. Maybe it changes a bit later on. Once it gets, like, I don't know, 10. I don't know how high it goes. For the monsters at the very least, it can confirm it goes past 10. And, you know, monsters that will give you stuff like milk and eggs will give you even bigger versions. You know? Like, you start off with a buffer move, and you just get small move. As you gradually raise its affection, it will give you medium move. And now I've got it past 10 or so, it gives large move. So, that's kind of neat. Spring flowers. You know, there's just not enough space for monsters in this game, if you ask me, compared to Rune Factory 4. Like, I want to have all the props in the game, even though it's kind of a bad idea because I don't have anything to store them. But it's kind of a pain in the ass because you'll always have monsters that will have to stay in the barn because there's no space in the island. There's 5 spots for each island and it's kind of a pain in the ass. Also, I feel the RP for brushing monsters and stuff doesn't go down nearly as fast in that game. Like, farming doesn't really take up quite as much. Even fighting doesn't take up that much RP. Healing and using magic does. So that can be kind of annoying if you're in the middle of a battle and you run out of RP. Which has happened to me on several occasions. Oh yeah, I forgot about these. Jam these. Oh, come on. There's always that one bloody space. I already did this, right? Yeah. Once a day. Let's go see what he does. To the surprise of nobody, we've got more cucumbers. And now I have no space. How many of those do I have now? And only 62? That's surprising. Oh, I got a giant turnip now. Didn't notice that. Now, 4-leaf clovers take a lot of time to grow. Rune Factory 4.8 points out that it takes 24-28 days. But the fact that I'm trying to grow giant versions of them to do the requests, not quite ideal, is it? So, let's put some stuff in storage. Shame these lottery tickets don't stack up. That feels like a huge oversight if you ask me, on the part of the developers, or whoever the hell is in charge of designing some of this stuff. Turnips. Oh, I don't even have much off yet, do I? I will use the last of my energy to make more pickles. And now I must go to sleep.
Time to go to bed. Good morning.
So, will we get Sonja back into her body with full fall? Probably not. You know what? I'm gonna save right here. It's like, well, that's it? You're just gonna call it a part then? No, I'm gonna continue here. I'm just doing that just as a precaution. Precaution for what, you may ask? I'm not safe.
It's hot out. Good morning. Another day to do our best.
Well, it's the masquerade. Everyone wears masks to celebrate the full house. You should get your mask ready soon. Well, if I had the level, I could make a giant turnip mask, but I technically already got one. So there's always scrambling at the last minute. Have one pickle that I made, or one set of pickles I made last night.
Did you make me this? You're so talented. What a nice aroma. What a lovely morning.
Tomorrow's the masquerade. Everyone wears their masks all day long. You have a mask to wear it in? I know it's great. My sisters helped me make it. I find every time I do this, you know, I've probably done this at least 4 times in my life. And by this, I mean, you know, the masquerade in this game. And they're always like, oh, what kind of mask is that? Like, you cheeky bastards. It's like, not like your mask is any better, especially when Merwin comments on the mask looking stupid when she's wearing the exact same mask.
Oh, this looks delicious. I'll have to eat it later.
Oh, is anything new on here? Nope. Ah, of course, Joe. You're being a lazy bastard, so listen. Stop right there, criminal scum. I must talk.
Good morning.
Where's the masquerade? Let's get to receive candy.
Good morning!
You know what? I should also note, in Rune Factory 4, you know, because this is obviously kind of like a Halloween thing, but not really. But in Rune Factory 4, right? I mean, in this game, you have it as... I don't know, I'll have to check the calendar, but in Rune Factory 4, it explicitly points out the 25th of winter, Christmas. Which brings up a whole lot of questions when you think about it. It's like, so is Christianity a thing in the world of Rune Factory? Or what? Well, everyone gives me candy. What kind of candy you gotta give me? I don't know, probably whatever. Yeah. Because if I remember the last time I did this, I spent time actually doing that. Might have been, I can't remember. Only to find out that you get given candy to give to them, I think by Electra. I'm not sure, I can't remember.
Why, good morning. I do hope you'll have a good day.
I'm making a mask for tomorrow's masquerade. Would you like me to make one of my delightful masks? That's okay.
Oh my!
What a pity.
Oh my!
I decline the offer, indeed. You get a free mask.
Hello. Oh, good morning, you two.
Just realized I forgot to get the milk and stuff. Because I completely forgot that's a thing you do. I guess because I'm used to in Rune Factory 4 where, you know, they just, you know, you go into the monster barn and the milk and stuff is on the ground. You don't have to, you know, harvest them yourselves. I mean, you do get someone to do that, but it seems like it's more to do with the woolies. Possibly also the monsters actually give you stuff that way. I don't know if I've tried on anything but the woolly, and I only did it once because I was curious. But after that I was like, well, there's no real reason because you get one fleece or wool or whatever a day from them, so whatever, I guess. I've prepared a little game for the masquerade tomorrow. Hope you enjoy it.
Morning.
Huh. What's wrong?
Huh?
Nothing. Did you know that the masquerade is tomorrow? The masquerade, people wear masks all day long. But I don't want to. I'd be embarrassed. But because the Lady Electra is the hostess of masquerade, she says I have to wear a matching mask to hers. But it's not gonna be matching at all. If it's anything like the previous year, which it probably is, because I don't think they're gonna change it up. So. It would be interesting if they did that.
Can I really have this? I won't give it back to you even if you ask for it, you know.
No, Moondrop's interesting thing you can use them for in Rune Factory 4, because you can upgrade weapons and armor with just about anything, but some stuff will have no real good contribution or anything, won't boost the stat. So it seemed kind of pointless. But Moondrops will give like a point to intelligence, I think. Which, so far from like experimenting with different items I've collected, it's one of the few items that gives a boost to that so far that I've found.
Good morning! I wonder what we'll be having for lunch! It's so fun to think about!
It looks like you have some free time on your hands. How about a little pleasant conversation? A friendship event, or I can do that, I guess.
Wonderful!
Allow me to take some of your time in that case. Can't remember, is this the final one or the next to last one? It's quiet. I've brought them. Mother and Nadine, what are you doing here? We were just sat at the table. I mean, Gerard, I can understand being like, what are you doing here, Gerard? But everyone else is already here. That's what I'd like to know. It looks like everyone is here now. The reason I've called you all here today is so you can know why Beatrix. That is, so you know why this entire family has fallen upon such hard times. Now, it'll be a hell of a plot twist. It'll be like, Beatrix and I are going to be getting married. Like, well, didn't see that one coming. What are you talking about? It's all because of those wasteful spending that we are so far in debt, isn't it?
Oh, my.
That doesn't sound like the Electra that I've always known. Such harsh words about your own mother. Can you really imagine that your mother, who so loved her adventures, would spend so much that she would have to sell her precious books? Oh, now that you say that... Beatrix, the rest is up to you. I mean, her nose is almost the size of the other characters' heads. But let's try not to ruin the moment here. Thank you, Gerard. Well, it all started several years ago. I mean, I say that, but I'm putting on his silly voice. But it's as close as I can get to imitating their voice. A certain businessman from the city came to talk to me about buying up the whole island, to make it into some sort of resort. I was against the idea, of course. This island belongs to the people of the island, not something that can be bought or sold. That's what I told him, but he was determined and started throwing money about left and right, trying to buy all the land he could. Then he came back to me and told me that I should convince the people of the island to give up their homes and leave the island. That's awful. I couldn't refuse him because the entire island belonged to him by now. But there was one way that I could still save the people of Fenn Island. I used our entire fortune, sold a boat, and accumulated a massive debt so that I could buy back this island. You mean the reason we're so poor?
That's right.
It is because of my spending, but I spent the money to buy this entire island. Then who is that man? A man who comes from time to time to talk with you. Who is he? I'd assumed that he was just another debtor here to collect money.
That's right.
No, dear, he is a very nice man who has come here offering to help me in my endeavor. He loved the scenery here on this island, and so he said he would put up half the money that I needed, all to protect the island. But I told him no. Why would you?
That's right.
Because this island belongs to those of us who live on the island. Then why wouldn't you just have the people all pitch in with a little bit? Beatrix wouldn't want to involve the islanders in such a distasteful activity. You either, Electra, but after you misunderstood the situation so badly, I convinced your mother that it was time to tell you the truth. That's what Mother... Drama.
Oh, no!
It's fine. This is what parents do. After all, we protect our children from all the ugly things in life. And you aren't my only child, Electra. Everyone on this island is like one of my very own. We should go. Let's allow the two of them to talk the rest of it through by themselves. Did Merwin even get a single line of dialogue? It's like, I'm just gonna stand here. So you knew about all of this, Gerard? Of course, a girl's got to stay on top of the gossip. Wait, what? You're not a girl. What? Are you saying I'm wrong? No, I'm not saying anything. Yep, that was the last one. Maxed out now. Let's go see what our generic dialogue today is. So you got anything to say about that, or are you just generic dialogue? Yep. I refly to big. I'd be happy we even emphasize. We'll make pumpkin and turnip mass for tomorrow's masquerade. That's how we have vanquished. There's just one problem with that. A problem? Oh yes, if I wear a pumpkin mask on my head, my stomach will bump in on the action too. You know, you can really, I mean, if you play Rune Factory 4, you definitely see a resemblance between Beatrix and Pauline. They're just obsessed with food. And I guess that's how they end up like that. It like, makes you wonder. Because that kind of like feels like an indicator that is a reoccurring, you know, character trait for the Decided Appeals in the Rune Factory games. But then you got Electra, who looks relatively normal. Well, looks pretty much just normal, you know. And like I said in the previous part, I believe, part 4, in the same record session I mentioned, there's a character from a different Rune Factory game that makes a cameo, and they mention someone named Max, and are wondering to themselves, because they compared him to Pauline, who looks similar to Beatrix in kind of shape and size. And he's like, he's not gonna grow up to look like that, is he? So it seems to imply that there are normal-looking members of this Sonic Appeal, but they are more known for their stranger appearances. But there are some normal-looking members. Can you imagine a Dean marries Electra, and then years down the line, she starts to resemble her brother? He's like, what the hell happened, man? You just transformed one day. Okay, so who else? They're still asleep. I don't think I talked to Pandora, but she's, you know, in there, so I can't really talk to her right now. So let's go to the beach. No. Oh, now I'm wondering, no. Oh. If it's one of those days with Joe leaves down, I'm gonna be pissed. Because he said, oh, come back tomorrow and I'll find the thing you're looking for. The friendship compass. It's like, god damn it, Joe, you son of a bitch.
You guys must be morning people.
Make sure you wear a mask for the masquerade tomorrow. Why are you so enthusiastic about it? I don't really know why, but everyone gives me candy during a masquerade. I guess that means they're all thankful to me, right? Well, two, not whatever. No, silver and gold is actually harder to come by in Rune Factory 4, and they feel a lot more useful in that game as well. For equipment.
Whoa! I've been wanting this! Thanks, you're a lifesaver!
In this game, there's just so much of it that you don't really know what to do with it, really.
Good morning. So, you're up early?
As the masquerade, it's a festival where we wear spirit masks. It's a strange festival. Let's see, how about a toy herd?
Thank you very much. I love this.
Morning. Hope it's a good day.
Well, it's the masquerade. Gotta give treats to kids. I wish I could be a kid again.
Good morning to the both of you.
Have a good day. Tomorrow's the masquerade, where we wear masks on the spirits. But I just can't get used to wearing that kind of mask. So... Can we... No, we definitely can't get the box in time. He's gonna be right outside the baths. There is no use. It is futile. No, stop right there, Marcus.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed? That's how young folk ought to be.
Well, it's a masquerade, and a massive shiny spirit for it. It's an odd festival, sir. One way you've been doing it ever since I was a kid myself. Alright, Joe, you lazy bum, you're gonna stay in all day and then disappear? Piece of shit. I need the friendship compass to advance the plots. I am not leaving this island until Joe gives me the compass. I will camp outside the boat if need be. Where's Pandora? Oh, she's outside now. Where is she? Oh, you're going to the baths, boss room.
So, you are hard at work this morning. Excellent.
The masquerade, the festival in which all go masked. Fascinating. Almost as fascinating as I've got some of these rules.
Jewels possess magic. I will take possession of this one.
No, oddly enough, you can get up to 99 of items like that, and they're like stacked. Rune Factory 4, it only goes up to 9 for some reason. And yet, it still feels like you never really run out of space all that often. Strange. So that just leaves Bismarck, James, and Joe, the lazy bum. Well, I guess it's time to just camp out here. If he disappears, like, off the island, I mean, we're finally gonna see if he just, like, disappears without coming out of the boat, or if he, you know, walks out of the boat and then walks off and leaves the island. My acoustic guitar fell over. Why am I playing F minor now? I gotta say, when wearing these headphones, like, the low string really rings out. Don't even know how audible it even is, to be honest. Yeah, he's gonna sleep in the whole bloody time, this bastard. Might as well go talk to the other islanders.
Good morning. Good morning.
During the masquerade, we all wear masks for the day and express our gratitude to the spirits of the earth. You can make your own mask, of course, or you can maybe be able to borrow an extra mask. If I get an extra mask, I will go against the rule that I've established where I don't sell stuff that's received as a gift because, I mean, I haven't got the inventory space for extra stuff at this point, you know. Oh, James eventually left and I didn't really check where. Oh, he was right there the whole bloody time. Well, not the whole time, he probably only just got there. It's time to sell some shit. Who are you? Curtis, from the inn and the general store so close by, it's tempting to know to venture further. I mean, there's not really much further adventure to, really.
What's up? Selling something?
I shall sell some of this.
Thanks.
And these.
Thanks.
Also, I finally got a lot of strawberries in back before. Took a while to get there, but
Thanks.
I'm glad you used the what's it called? Not the scythe-like thing. I forget what it's called. But unless you use that on the crops, they will keep growing as long as they're tended to regularly. Which is nice. Making strawberry jam and milk and stuff boosts, cooking. But it gets to a certain point where it doesn't really give you much of a boost in the leveling up a skill like that. Which kind of sucks. Kind of understandable, but it's kind of a pain in the ass when the recipes that do give you the boost require a lot more ingredients.
What'll it be? How many? We'll bring it to your shed. Well, Bismarck will.
It's called a barn, not a shed. Heard that there are big towns in the world with dozens of shops. We find a shop in a place like that. We've only got like 3 shops, and one of them is technically an inn. And 4 if you include the pharmacy, I suppose. I mean, to be fair, in Rune Factory 4 there aren't really that many shops either, but they definitely stock more than this game does.
Good morning, you two.
Quite a number of maps from the continent for tomorrow's masquerade. See? Continent. Is it just one continent or what? I'm looking forward to seeing how many of them I can sell. I mean, you can apparently see Fenneferowen from Rune Factory 4. If you look for a telescope, you don't actually see it, but the protagonist does comment that you can see a little island in the middle of the ocean, which can only be Rune Factory Ocean's Fenneferowen Island here. Because the other ones are clearly references to other games, like that Whale Island is also mentioned when you look through one telescope, so it's obviously references to all the other locations. But anyways, we're gonna wait out here till that son of a bitch gets out.
I'm getting sleepy.
Still in there. Halt! Stop right there, criminal skull.
Hey, morning there.
You may not leave the island.
Let's have a great day.
Not until you've given me the compass.
Hey.
Yo, brought you the friendship compass, man. Hope you can get back to normal soon. Thanks. If I hadn't camped outside here, you would have left the island without the way of second things, son of a bitch. Yay! You have the masterwear for the masquerade. I'm all set. I made mine a week ago. Let's actually see where he goes. 'Cause he does this from time to time. Okay, pay attention. He's right there. He's on the map.
Good morning.
He's gone. He's disappeared. This place really is haunted after all. Makes people disappear. And they maybe gets abducted by aliens.
It's midday.
I don't know. So we got a friendship compass. Maybe something, well, if there is something new on the bulletin board, we'll probably have to wait till the next day, I'd imagine. I don't know. Who are you? Peel. My dreams are run a place like this myself sometimes. This character in Rune Factory 4, like I said, that references to being Sonja. I think her name was Truepin or something like that. Who for whatever reason I mistakenly read originally as Turnip. There's nothing new here. What do we do with the friendship compass?
Hello.
Do you know?
Oh, hello. I see the two of you are doing well. Huh?
Oh, there we go. Looks like you found the friendship compass. Good thing you didn't give it to me, because if you did, you'd probably be like, oh, this makes me so happy. And then we'd have to wait for Joe, who ironically was the one I originally gave it to us, be like, hey, look what I found. Because if you give a key item like that as a gift to someone, either Joe or James will eventually be like, hey, I found this, you can have it, and we'll hand it over. That's apparently, I guess the developers were smart enough to realize that, you know, people are bound to make that mistake. I certainly did when I originally played the game. So it's like, otherwise it makes it impossible to play the game then, and it's thanks to the clue you provided. It took a whole bloody day to get there. Let me explain how to use this. Friendship Compass is a tool that will tell you the degree of friendship you have with people around you. Give the Friendship Compass as an offering at the altar of Dragontrap. If friendships are deep enough, the dial will light up. If all the marks on the dial light up, it means the Friendship Compass has accumulated enough power. Then bring the Friendship Compass to me. Okay, got it. Sounds simple enough. All 12 marks are lit up. I don't know what that means. Maybe you do actually have to max out all relationships with every character that shows up in the final boss fight. Or who could, you know, potentially show up there, you know, like marriage candidates, basically. Yep. Let's take it a look. Well, that was pretty short, wasn't it? That's it for now. That's all we need to do. So about that friendship.
Lily.
All the marks on the friendship compass lit up.
Oh.
Oh my, well then let's begin. Adine, you and Sonja go to where Sonja's body is. I'll be there right away with her dance. Wait, Joe's back on the islands. You'll finally be restored to your own body. That's great, Sonja. Really is great. I should have probably saved the game again before coming here. I already saved the game earlier, but that was like the previous day, I think. Before we begin, I want to confirm one thing with you. Once you're two separate people, the power you have obtained, the power to command Echo, to battle monsters, and so on. This power will be given to either Dean or Sonja. The one who does not receive the powers will lose them. Whatever powers you had originally will not be lost, and you'll be the same as ever. This is a momentous decision, so consider carefully. There's no going back. Whom do you wish to receive the power, Dean or Sonja? See what I mean? This is why I want to save, because this point in the game is where you can choose to continue playing as a Dean or Sonja. If you've been wondering why, like Bismarck, Joe, and James showed up in the final boss fights, and other characters that got maxed out, like Quinn didn't, and you know, stuff like that. And why, like, Joe's friendship events kind of ended on a cliffhanger. It's because, you know, they're marriage candidates for Sonja. So, you know, I'm gonna actually play as both characters in this Let's Play. Just kind of like, I've never actually played as Sonja long enough to actually see the friendship events develop. But I'm kind of curious, so I might, you know, have Sonja get married as well. That's why I want to make a separate save file after this. It'll just be a pain in the ass when I switch to trying to play as Sonja, because I'd have to go through a bit of this all over again just to do that. But we're sticking with Dean, of course. Are you sure? It's like, can I just like go to a save point first, please? Is everyone ready? Then let's begin. Though it's kind of strange when you think about it. You know, whoever, you play as gets to, be the owner of Echo. But when you think about it, in that final boss, it seemed like even more so that it was Sonja, who should be the rightful owner. She is the wind spirit priestess, after all. I don't know. Is everyone ready? Then let's begin. Okay. But seriously, why is Joe here? He already left. Right. Kind of think of it, why is Elena there as well? Sonja, you're back in your own body. Only took 160 parts. This also means Sonja becomes a marriage candidate, by the way.
I'm back!
Which is, like, I mean, you're stuck with both characters throughout the whole game up to this point. Now they finally separate like that. So as a dean, you could marry Sonja. As Sonja, you could marry a dean. So there's another marriage candidate for you. But this is the point right here where those become possible. From here on out, now that they're no longer, all in one body, romances can finally develop. So that's interesting.
Back in my own body! Yay! Congratulations!
Sonja?
Congratulations! Oh.
Congratulations, Sonja. It's going to be sad not hearing you say, "Get to bed already," ever again. Oh no, it's so sad. It's going to be lonely. This is great. Can't tell if she voice acted or not. Yeah, thanks everybody. Lena and Joe are just there. They didn't even get any dialogue. They're just like, hey, Joe's a marriage candidate for Sonja. Lena, marriage candidate for... I just thought something. Now that we're in separate bodies again, we have to rethink our living situation. You're right, we can't keep on living together. Well, you can if you get married. Are there any other vacant houses on the islands? What should we do? Well, you can come to our inn. I mean, there's a spare room there. We have an open room, you can live there. We won't charge you, you can work part-time instead. Really? That's great. If you pick Sonja, Dean would be the one living at the inn. Like, this feels weird, man. I was living in that little cottage all this time, and now I got kicked out because I'm not the protagonist anymore. Thanks for that. No problem, think of it as a gift to celebrate Sonja's restoration. So, which one of you will move to the inn? I'll go. I'm not cut out for forging and stuff, despite the fact you can play as Sonja and, do the forging and stuff. Okay, it's decided now. Sonja, we can work together to decorate your room. You must be tired, Dean. Why don't you rest today? Yeah, well, I'll take that offer. You've done bugger all day but talk to people. You're gonna skip... Yeah, you skipped the whole rest of the day. Oh, good morning, Sonja. Oh yeah, Sonja's back at her own body. So it makes things quieter. It's nice. You say that, but it'll get lonely, man. Out here in Sonja being all like... Monsters! Or get to bed already. Sure, it gets annoying, but without it, it feels a bit lonely. So it's the masquerade. Sonja. That's kind of funny when you think about it. The masked man was using her body. He was wearing a mask. The masquerade. Why isn't Sonja pulling the masked man's mask? Scare the shit out of everyone. It's like, oh no, the masked man is back. It's like, no, it's just my mask for the masquerades. But yeah, Sonja's now living at the inn. So you got a full house going on now. What the hell's biz? Oh wait, no, this is outside. Never mind. You know what? I want to talk to Sonja at least, and then I'll go save again and pull it back.
Hi!
You. you're wearing the turnip mask. I feel like it's been so long since I've seen your face. Well, it'd be funny if I put on the mask when you said that, wouldn't it? Hey, that's my line. You can't say that line, she's wearing a mask right now. And we can't do anything like that. I guess you're right. I'm gonna go save the game. It's like she finally gets her body back and she puts on a giant turnip mask. It's like, oh yeah, because you know it's the masquerade. Okay, let's make a second save file. Man, this is gonna take up a lot of space. Not the save file, the recording. Alrighty then. Oh yeah, and Sonja should be added. Yep. Notice she's at 8. Being childhood friend, she's very caring. Why is it like? Wait, what? Oh, I see. It's because it happens to be the day of the masquerade, so they'll show them wearing their masks by default. Interesting. But as you can see, those are hearts. It's gone to 8, which is weird. It feels like it should be at 6. I think it maxes out at 10. But next time we talk to these characters, you know, tomorrow in-game wise, they'll probably get another friendship event. They don't get friendship events on festivals. When they do, they'll go to 7, and then 8, and then 9, and then, provided you don't reject the romance option at the end, they'll go to the maximum 10. Otherwise, they just end up permanently at 9. So what I'm gonna do is, when going through all that, is once they get like nearly maxed out, I'll make yet another separate save file so that, you know, you can go back and choose a different option. Because like I said, I'm gonna go with that, but provided the game doesn't completely destroy me by that point with how tedious it is, you know, see what it's like to marry one of the other characters. I've already married a dead before, I'm just gonna marry her again. But, you know, could have the other options like Violet or Pandora. Those are the 2 ones I'm thinking. She's got the cool shades on there. And then there's Sonja, you know. Curious to see what... I haven't even seen how the friendship develops between her marriage candidates, because I didn't really play as her for very long back in the day. But yeah, that is an option as well, so I want to check that out. So, that'll be interesting to see. Meanwhile, you know... Wait, why is there 4 spaces here? I know of at least 2 other characters from other Rune Factory game that appear around, you know, post-game. But I don't think there's 4. I don't know, maybe... I have no idea. So friendship-wise, we've got a lot to work with now, because a lot of these are going to be going past 6 now. Except the ones that a Dean can't marry, of course. They'll just remain at 6 forever on the main playthrough as a Dean. When switching to Sonja, they will be going past that. But, you know, on the other hand, you've got Marcus, Kelsey, and Jocelyn, who still need to be maxed out, and of course, Annette, who never changes. So 53 minutes, coming up to 54 minutes. Let's not delay this any longer, because this part's been going on for way too long. But hey, we got a friendship event, we got Beatrix's friendship maxed out now, and now we finally got Sonja back in her body. We got a festival, and then after the festival, we're gonna be seeing a lot of friendship events. I mean, it'd still be just friends, but romance will slowly, gradually begin to bloom. And most of it will be rejected, because I don't think you can get with multiple on the same save. I mean, I never tried it, maybe it is possible, but even if it is, I wouldn't want to do that, because you feel like such an asshole. So yeah, that's why it's like, no. The other ones would be like alternate save file, like an alternate scenarios, like what if a Dean married this person instead? But it's not on the same save file, so it's not canon. I don't know. Whatever the case, I shall see you next time. See you next time.